The mass funeral of 14 of the 15 members of the Ntlatseng family who were killed in a head-on collision that claimed 19 lives in the northwest is underway in Schweizer-Reneke. The group was traveling from a family event last Saturday when the taxi they were traveling in collided with a truck. Our reporter Sellwane Khakhau is covering this funeral. She joins us now live. Sellwane, a very good morning to you. Not so good where you are in terms of the funeral service. There's no doubt an air of melancholy that prevails over this funeral service. Talk to us, sentiment on the ground. What are people saying?
Well, Blaine, let me greet you and the viewers of SABC News. Indeed, it's quite a somber mood here this morning. Very sad indeed. Tragedy has struck this family. As you rightfully mentioned there, that 14 members of one family are being laid to rest this morning after they collided on the 26th of March with a truck, and we understand that in total it was about 15 members of one family who passed on, and today 14 of them are being laid to rest. Yesterday, a grandchild who would have been the 15th person was laid to rest, and the family is saying that it is still very much difficult to accept what has happened, and it is also quite difficult to move on from this tragedy. But a family representative is joining me now to give us more details. Ntate Ntlatseng. Ntate, thank you very much for joining us. First of all, our deepest condolences to you and your family. Just take us through what it has been like for the family. No doubt it has been incredibly difficult.
Yes, indeed, it has been a very traumatic experience. The dark cloud has struck the family, and we are in deep sorrow. So I don't exactly know how to define the feeling, but we're still in a shock. We're still in denial of accepting that the ones that we used to live with are no more.
Let's just paint a picture for some of the viewers who may have not been following this story. And when we say these are members of one family, we're not really talking about distant relatives. We're talking about mostly people from one household. Just talk to us about the relations of these deceased that we are laying to rest today.
There's a total number of 14 people that passed away that came from the same house. It's a mother and 4 of his sons and 3 of the daughters, and the rest of the grandchildren that has passed on. They visited an event at Bloemhof where there was an anniversary and a birthday. So on their way back home, they didn't arrive because they had a head-on with a truck. Yes.
And we understand after that accident, there were gruesome videos that were making rounds on social media, which also added to the pain, or rather exacerbated the pain for the family. What was the impact like of that fatal accident? Because we know that the injuries were very, very critical.
Yes, it left us in dismay. Our South African people, you can define them as immortal. They are people who don't have hearts of sorrow and comfort. They were circulating the video of my family members, of which their body parts were not, they were like scattered on the ground. Some were without their heads, some were without legs and hands, and there were people that have that guts of spreading the video, and it affected us badly because the other children that are left behind, when they keep on looking at the video, they get disturbed, they cannot heal. So I'm pleading to our South African people that if the incident of this nature happens again, they must never do that, because we grieve indifferently, and it has affected us badly.
There you have it, Blaine. Quite gruesome details there. We apologize for some of our viewers who may be sensitive and find the details quite disturbing. Let's just one more question as we are going to wrap up. For the family, what do you need now in order for the family to move on, to get healing? What is it what kind of help do you require?
If I can tell you the truth, we needed a lot. We needed, from a spiritual upliftment point of view, We needed some social workers to come and ease the tension that is at home. My grandfather, yesterday, he was confused. We realized that he's now starting to lose his mind because he was asking us who has died in his family, whereas he's the core and father of the family. So you can realize that there's a confusion there, and he's now starting to lose his mind. There's a lot of intervention that needed to be done. We're pleading to the government if they can visit the family regularly and see how they progress. There's also a grandchild at the hospital who, when she comes home, she will find the house empty. The atmosphere that he used to find herself at, it's not going to be the same. He'll start asking questions, where are the people that used to live with her?
Also remembering that those who have survived, their lives have also been changed forever. We're talking about the condition of some of the survivors. What is that like now?
The condition of the survivors, the other one that I heard about is critical. Even since day one, she's not talking. She's still in a coma, but they saying she's progressing wherever she is. I don't know whether she's at Lexop Hospital now, but the one that is also have survived has now in Schweizer-Reneke Hospital.
And the other condition of the other survivor whose legs have been, badly affected?
I think she's still young, about 4 to 5 years. We're having a belief that she will recover quickly, as we believe that she's young, but she's progressing very well at the moment.
Thank you very much for speaking to us and also sharing those quite sensitive details of what the family is like and the situation that is now left. I can tell you that the funeral arrangements, or rather the funeral proceedings, are going quite well. You can see that in this hall, this multi-purpose center, it is filled to capacity, as you are seeing some people out here, no place to sit inside. And government is here also. We have seen different MECs from the province, and also the Premier of the province, Bushi Mabi, is also here to console the family, and government has assisted the family with the funeral arrangements. Blaine?
Sellwane, it's such a tragic story. And with regards to the social media posting, maybe we should think of it this way. What if that was your family? Would you still post those visuals on social media? If you think about it that way, I guess it'll help shape your decision making when doing so. Sellwane Khakhau, appreciate your reporting. Live for us there in Schweizer-Reneke.